The other ones that we had hearings for tonight have been stipulated.
Thank you.
So the first one is Cranberry Landing. There are actually 3 accounts. This is already in litigation. We're looking at, Roxanne, do you want me to read the addresses or the tax account numbers for this?
As long as the paperwork that I'm going to sign says Cranberry Landing, no, because I'm just going to write all 3. If they're all in litigation, I'm pretty sure we're all going to say they're all denied.
Okay.
So I can just write
They
Cranberry
are,
Landing.
all 3 of them are in litigation. Did you get the schedule that I sent to you?
I did.
Okay.
So I have the numbers. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't think I have a schedule. Did you send that to everybody?
Yes.
It was the document that had all numbers in front of it. No hyphens or dashes.
Yeah, it was probably because it was a scan. I scanned it.
Okay.
Yeah, Rich is holding it off. I don't have my camera on tonight because I don't have anything to show you. So, so do you guys want to go through these all and then talk about them at the end, or do you want me to pop out every time? How do you want to do this?
I don't care.
I don't really care.
All right. Well, how about I just run through them and then you can do it at the end, since we don't really have that many.
Okay.
The next 3 are Seabreeze Coaster Corp. And I know I said I was going to try to look at this one, but I really didn't have time because I was spending all my time going through the cell companies. So this one is also already in litigation. It has been for 2 years. This is going to be the 3rd year. So, you know, the evidence that they've submitted is already been there since the 1st year that they submitted it. So,
like, what are your thoughts on these things?
Well, my thoughts on the Seabreeze is that I definitely need to take a look at this assessment, but I can't make any recommendations at this time because I've not had time to really do any work on this account. It's a complicated property.
Mm-hmm.
And I really haven't had time to give it the attention that it needs. So I can't make a recommendation. The same with Cranberry Landing. All these old certiaries, sometimes, you know, I sort of go to the easy ones first that I think I can manage and try to get out of the way to eliminate the lawyer's fees with these. I try to settle the ones that I know that I can settle easily. The more complicated ones kind of get on the back burner, and that's where these still are. So hopefully I will get to them this year. One Medley Center, I actually was able to stipulate that late this afternoon, so you guys don't need to look at that one. So 370 Ellenwood. That's an exemption that you guys originally looked at. This is 370 Ellenwood Drive, Robert Sherry. This was the one where he has somebody who is helping him do his financial or his, you know, personal paperwork and such, and she wrote a letter saying that she forgot, and that the reason that she's helping him is because he has mental health issues. And so you guys asked if we could go back and get documentation of that from a doctor. So we contacted them and they were able to supply. I did scan this and send this to you, a letter from the doctor, Dr. Robert Thompson, MD. To whom it may concern, Robert Sherry has been under my care for many years. I have treated him for chronic depression, which has interfered with his ability to manage his affairs in an optimal manner. So that is the proof that we have that they submitted.
Okay.
Is everybody good on that one?
Yep.
Yes,
We got
Um,
Roxanne happy.
you thank you.
515 North Park Drive. This was the gentleman that
See in Florida.
said he went to Florida.
Florida.
And so Carrie called him. I did scan the email train that they had between the two of them. But she also wanted me to let you know that, because it sort of sounded like the first email is, you need evidence to support your grievance. Why did you miss the deadline? That's not really how we interact with people. Carrie says, tell them I did have a phone conversation with him. He requested that she email him so that he could respond to an email. So she had a long conversation with him about what was needed. And you can see the interaction. He doesn't ever say when he was in Florida before.
I tried to
He
go at the end of the month until the beginning, but it's more affordable. I'll check the passes to make sure. I believe the last one was my May 24th to June 2nd. That makes no sense to me.
Right, because he's talking about the last time he went to Florida,
Right.
not when were you in Florida that you could not renew this exemption. So Carrie, I tried her best with this and on the phone to get the information from him, and this is what we have. We have not heard from him since the last interaction, which is she sends this really long email to him telling him what we need, and we did not hear back from him. So
I never got a form. I gave you all the evidence. The office when I signed up. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'll see I can dump the house to a flipper. I don't understand. That's his reply. Ay.
yeah, that's how it went.
No.
So we
Okay.
tried. What do we got next? So 1802 East Ridge Road. I put this in here because it is a grievance. We are working, we have actually settled this because there was a certiorari for 19. So we settled this year's assessment and the 19 assessment with an official settlement, but I wanted this to be in here because it was a grievance and they haven't withdrawn the grievance yet, because literally it was just approved at the last town board meeting. So, you know, the lawyers still have to get together and sign it and make it official and all that. But I would ask, this is no change because this is what they agreed to in the settlement. But you guys still need to handle this in some way because we have it and it hasn't been withdrawn. So
they agreed to the 222.8?
they did.
Okay, so no change?
So I would ask for no change because they did agree to that in the settlement, which I suppose I could give to you, but trust me. It's around here
trust you.
some.
Okay by me.
Okay.
The next two, US Bank National Association, this is the corner of, Culver, Ridge Road and Culver, no,
Okay, hang on. The next one on the schedule is 515 North Park Drive. Oh, is that what we're doing?
no, we just did, that was the Florida guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, right, sorry, I'm two behind. Okay.
And then I added, no, I just talked about 1802.
Oh, no, it's on here
Ridge Road.
twice. Okay. It's on again on the second page. So then after that comes 208 Point Pleasant Road
What?
on the schedule you just sent.
That's what mine has.
Followed by 605 Titus, 2515 Culver.
The schedule that I have, it says 720 East Ridge. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
I don't have that.
Mine has 1802 East Ridge.
It's that's the last thing on the first page.
Right.
Okay, that's the one she just settled officially. Then if
Right.
I go on to the next page, it's 515 North Park Drive again.
Right. Oh, and then 208 Point
Pleasant,
Pleasant
yeah.
Road.
I think there was 2 copies of this in 2 different emails. I think this is the most recent one. This one with the 702 East Ridge.
oh, I see that on the next page, that's weird.
I got 720. It's at towards the bottom.
That,
Oh yeah, you're right. That's on there twice. But it's got 2 different numbers next to it.
those were the reviews we did for the last one.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, those might even be I don't know what that is. Oh, that was the ones we reviewed last week. Some of them were doubled because we had to look at them again.
all right, so then can you tell me the address of what we're going to talk about now?
Sorry, it's 720 East Ridge Road
720 East Ridge.
and 746 East Ridge Road. Do you have 2 pages, Roxanne?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
Does
too.
the other page go in order, go
No, then
1802?
the next
720?
page starts with 515 North Park again, and then 208 Pleasant, then 605 Titus, and then Culver and St. Paul.
Okay. All right. I don't know what happened. That's weird.
All
Okay.
right. So 720 East Ridge and 746 East Ridge,
Yes,
US Bank.
these are both US Bank. This is in litigation. It has been since last year. The next 3 are cell companies. So it's gonna be Carter Street, North Park Drive,
Yeah, mine are all out of different order.
and
Okay.
Dozier Lane.
Yeah, they are in a different order, but that's all right.
Okay,
So what are we doing on the East Ridge Road properties?
so it's a rollover for commercial for certiorari. We're
Okay.
already in litigation on this one.
Okay.
The cell companies. I don't have anything to offer on these. They didn't supply any documentation or any kind of evidence, so I'm not inclined to change them at this time.
And they're not in litigation, is that correct?
No, these are brand new.
Okay. And no documents at all. Okay.
Just the grievances and whatever was attached to the grievances, so.
Now, the other cell companies that you were able to come to terms with, they must have provided some sort of evidence.
They did. And I spent most of my energy trying to evaluate that information and work with those guys. And I don't have any information from these guys, so I did not review it, and I don't have any I don't have any changes to suggest at this time. And that's it.
So who is Brant Palmer?
That is the guy from T-Mobile.
And that one you said is no longer happening, right? Neither of those? The
Right.
T-Mobile or Verizon?
Yeah. That was actually where we were supposed to start with the schedule. And then if we go to the next page.
Was in Delta Sonic, did we do that last week or?
We
that's
did
a-
that last week.
Okay, all right.
And I mean, there's a couple other ones on here we must have done last week.
So all the ones on the, above where the T-Mobile is, that was all from last week.
Hmm, okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't explain that.
It's okay. Clearly, my memory doesn't go back as far as last week.
Well.
I might have remember.
Okay, so I'm gonna, step out and you guys can chat.
Okay. Oh, Cranberry Landing is in litigation.
Oh, and she's got her mic off.
She's on mute. We're wave. You have to wave to her. Mute.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
I don't know if the people would like it all the time.
Probably not. but
Everybody made it in. I was glad that everybody was able to get on and be successful. I was a little worried about that, but didn't seem to be a problem.
No.
So, thank you, everybody. Roxanne will be in touch about signing everything.
Okay.
And I will be in touch with your invoices or your, how you get paid. So I don't know, Carrie and
Do we
I'll
have-
put,
do we have
Carrie and
to
I'll
sign
put that
anything
together.
this year? I'm sorry, do we have to sign anything this year?
Do you guys normally all sign something?
Yeah.
We have to come in and sign for our hours or whatever, but I didn't know
Okay.
if you still wanted us to do that.
Whatever you've normally done, you'll probably have to do again. So now that we're finished, I'll figure out what you guys need to do.
Okay,
Every town sort of does it different, and I'm not sure. I just know Roxanne needed to come in and sign the determination letters, but we probably do have a list of everything all compiled that you guys all need to sign, that you've heard them or that you agree to them or whatever. So we'll figure that out and I'll be in touch.
okay.
We could probably do it electronically if everyone prefers, or, we're going to be open soon, I've heard. So maybe.
Okay.
Well, we are open, but it's supposed to be by appointment.
All
Yeah,
right. Or if one night you guys want to go have a drink, if you guys aren't completely social distancing, that would be nice to actually meet in person.
Mhm.
Right.
Sounds good.
You can bring
Yeah, I
the paperwork.
agree.
Yeah.
You can always do that. Okay. Well,
Right.
thank you,
Very good,
everybody.
thank you.
Bye.
And
Bye.
I'll be in touch.
Okay.
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 All right. Bye, everyone.
care.
Thank you.